So we came in here to Fat Bellies. Let me tell y'all something. Whatever you do, don't share a plate of wings with Gene Jensen. Check this out right here. Right there. Dude. And if you reach for one, reach fast, because you might draw back a nub. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I bet y'all never thought you'd see that. You kind of gotta angle it down though if you're gonna.
It hurts. I mean, it hurts bad. It's like freaking gonna give me a headache.
I mean, it's adjustable. You can't open it. Oh my God. Come back. We are here in the world famous Bienville Plantation. And when I say world famous, I mean like this is bucket list kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I can't really have asked for any better company other than having my son Austin with me. But I've got the pleasure of fishing with, oh, look at that gator right there. Fishing with Mr. Gene Jensen and Miss Kristie Hammonds. You guys have been seeing her in a lot of my videos, and I've got a gator over here that is coming at me instead of going away from me. I don't know if you guys can see that right over there. I'll throw my frog over there. He's gonna try to eat it, but I'm not gonna let him because he's about 6 foot. And so yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll do it one more time, and I'm not gonna let him eat it, but he's gonna want to come pretty much over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and say hi to the gator this morning. You guys see that gator right there? Say hi, gator. That's not the ones we got to worry about. Those little 6-footers like that, not the ones we got to worry about at all. The ones we got to worry about are the ones that are like double that size, that are mating and that are territorial. But if you look at that guy right there, he's pretty cool, but he's relatively harmless. Now, if you hook him and you get him in close to your boat, that's a different story, because you can't lip them. One thing you got to keep in mind when you're fishing a place like this is even where you see the hydrilla and there's a gap underneath there, you know, this gap is made by boats running through here. That hydrilla is still down there, cut out. And so even throwing out in this open water, if you've got a bass, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh, oh, there he is. I can see the weight coming from the side. So while I'm trying to make the point, you know, one comes up and illustrates it for me that, you know, that open water is not open. There's hydrilla down there, and those bass will lay out in that, waiting for these bait fish to swim through there, ready to ambush it. And that is a good fish to start the day right there. He slung my frog off, so I'll have to find that. But man, that's a good fish to start the day. And I love it when they choke that frog. That double hook gets both of them in the top of the mouth. You ain't got to worry about them slinging it or throwing it. And right there. And we have started the day with my first fish here on Bienville Plantation down in White Springs, Florida. Oh! Oh my gosh! Come back and get it, buddy. Come back and get it, dude. Kristie, he's up here beside me. I want you to catch your biggest bass of your life. He's already fired up, and I want you to throw that Senko right here. Come straight on the line that I came in on and come right up beside me. Holy crap! All right, guys, so I am going to stop and resist the temptation of every bone in my body to throw back over there and let this top toe just sit there and twitch and make him eat it, because I want Kristie to catch her biggest fish of her life. I've caught a lot of big bass. I'm putting the rod down, and I'm gonna run this live, real time. Holy cow, bro. Ease in here. When you get right here, I want you to cast right in that little gap right there, land it on one of the pads and jiggle it until it falls off, and then just yo-yo it off the edge of that pad. Man, if you can't get jacked up for this, you should just quit. Holy cow. Get like right here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Get about right there. Come on up. I want you to be in the frame a little bit. Actually, that's good. When you hook it, they'll be in the frame. So take that frog. We're gonna start with the frog. Throw that frog out there at that far white flower. You see it?
The one that's standing up, or
the one that's standing up, the one that's open. Yeah, throw.
But the one that's right in front of my nose?
No, no, all the way about the edge. That's not the edge by the front of your nose, like further out.
Oh my God, but
Come on, just get it out there. Okay, slow reel it in, slow reel it. Hold your rod tip up, slow, 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 slow. Just ease along, a little faster. Just burn it now, just slow roll it. Just slow roll it, slow reel it, slow reel it. Yeah, just like that. Just keep it coming, just keep it coming, just keep it coming. All right, stop it for a second. Twitch it, give it a little twitch. All right, reel it on in. Come to the left about 10 degrees to that further white flower and do that same thing again. Oh.
I'm getting a great silhouette shot of this.
Come on, get it out there. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. You pretty much like put it on line with the flower. All right, now reel it a little faster than you did last time. Keep coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. All right, now stop it right there for just a second. Take your line and go like this with your thumb and just jiggle the line. Hold your rod tip up like you normally do, but grab the line and just jiggle it to make that frog move. Just keep doing that. Have that rod to where you can set the hook if it demolishes it. All right, now ease it a little further forward. A little further forward. Keep coming to you in that little clear water right there. A little further forward. Right there. Now twitch it. Give it a couple little pops. Twitch it. All right, he don't want it slow. Throw back by that flower like you just did and reel it, just like you normally do. Burn it. There he is right there. I can see the pad moving. Reel it, reel it, reel it, reel it. All right, throw it again. Guys, I've done this and cast as many as 15 or 20 times and then had the fish finally destroyed again. Just reel it, reel it. You see how that frog went sideways? That's because you let your line get around one of those stalks. That's why I say don't throw the rainbow, throw the laser. So throw that frog out in the water either. All right, reel it. Just a little slower than that next time. Throw it again.
it's ridiculous. I am like,
Get it.
I'm drooling.
All right, slow reel it. See how that flower's kicking? That's because your line's on it. All right, just keep reeling. Keep reeling. One more time.
Please on my phone.
I'm gonna give you 2 more casts and then I'm gonna try to get in there.
Okay.
All right, sling it. This is Big Bass Live, coming to you from Bienville Plantation. Dude, dude, he hit it just as it came onto the pad, and his head pushed the pad out of the water like a freaking trash can lid. It was awesome. So guys, outside of helping Kristie catch this bass, in a real world situation, if I had that bass blow up on the frog and I'm tournament fishing or I'm results fishing, cast again, and I want to catch that fish, that's why I always have a throwback lure sitting in my lap. So when they blow up like that and they miss it, I generally don't try to go back in there right away with the frog again. Exerted that amount of energy, they won't generally come back and blow it up that aggressively again. But if you throw a Cinco or a Fluke, a creature bait, you know, over there, jiggle it on the pads and drop it off into the hole, 9 times out of 10 they'll come back and freaking smash it. So always have a throwback lure kind of laying in your lap. But I'm gonna see if I can agitate this bass into eating by getting it right in his wheelhouse. This is why I like a casting rod instead of a spinning rod for frog fishing. I get it right up on the edge of that pad right there, and I'm just jiggling that line with my hand. And it looks like a crippled dying frog just laying on the edge of that pad. I've had him come up and knock it off the pad and then come back and eat it.
Go eat something.
So Gene asked if we had some water, and Kristie said, I got some back here. Of course I got some, so he says, well, I'd rather drink yours, kiss your lips than his. Gene, I want to break it down for you, brother. If you're drinking water after her, it is.
My lips have been all over.
Yes, right. We didn't get on them. We found them.
We sat on them. They were under our boat.
They were under the boat.
10s and 12s under the boat.
Yeah. So we're here at Bienville Plantation, White Springs, Florida. This is bucket list thing for me, Gene.
Yes, me too. It's been on my bucket list for a long time.
This place is one of those places. And so the 2 of us were walking around ICAST, and one of the folks from Bienville walked up and said, hey, would you guys be interested in coming out and going fishing? And we said, yes. Yes, we would.
So we found out they were under new ownership.
And they're under new ownership.
Made it even better.
Yeah, and so they've got 12 lakes. One of them is as big as 1,400 acres. And so there's a lot of promise.
And their claim is 1,000 miles of shoreline.
1,000 miles of shoreline on one property. And if you look at the aerial photo and you look at the pictures from their website, it's unreal. So, of course, the feeding time's up in the middle of the day today. We're about to go take part in our feeding time. The weather's been good. It's been bluebird. I actually hate bluebird. It's been, the water's clear on the backside of the lake. Near the boat ramp, the water was stained. You had about a half a paddle blade worth of visibility, somewhere in that 6 to 8.5 inches.
Yep.
Once you get in the back where it clears up, some of the biggest brim beds I've ever seen in my life, with brim suspended all over the top of it. I mean, how many brim did you say was on that second bed? The one on the way back?
The one on the way back? A couple hundred.
Easily hundreds of brim on this thing. So,
or 2.
We saw a couple of big old lizards in here.
Yep. One of them blocked me up from getting out of a little pocket. I had to wait for him to move.
Of course,
3/4 of a mile.
Gene paddles up and says, man, there's some big old lizards in here. And I said, there sure is. And of course, we both were on the same wavelength. And Kristie went, oh, you don't mean lizards.
It means alligators.
No, there's big old dinosaurs in Bienville Plantation. So guys, we're gonna go grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna get back at it. We're about to jump in the boat. with one of the guides. I'll let y'all meet him in just a second, let him introduce himself. But y'all don't see this a lot on my show, but we about to go for a motorboat ride. Now we can't go real fast in here, it's idle speed only, but we're about to check out the big lake. Not sure if we're gonna fish the big lake today or if we're gonna come back and fish the big lake next time. About to go for a ride with the old Bass Cat. This is what Mike Iaconelli's gonna get out of to get into his Hobie to catch a beat down on Chickamauga when we fish together. And now I want you guys to meet this gentleman. Tell everybody at home what you are and who you do. I mean, who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
I'm Ron Riles. I guide at Bienville Plantation. Been guiding here for a little over 19 years, mostly bass fishing is what we do. Some crappie trips and some pan fishing trips, but mostly bass fishing.
And so if you come here, you want to fish with Ron, because Ron said, listen, man, some of the guides are okay, but I will lay the smack down on all of them at any time. So if you're sending your guys down here, just give them a heads up, book Ron. So here, I'm gonna turn over here one more time, commit that face to memory, and remember, fish with Ron. But yeah, one more thing they got down here in Bienville is they got a big, lizard. See that lizard right there?
There goes the lizard.
That was a big lizard. What I really like is going fishing with
Ooh, look at this area.
Yankees who've never seen a gator before, and then they go, oh, thank God he went under. And I go, yeah, now you don't have any idea where he is. So if you Yankees come down to fish the south and you see a gator's head on the surface, the good thing about that is you know exactly where he's at, because once he goes underwater, you have no idea. The bank over there and swam all the way over to us. He didn't swim away, swam to us. Now when his back rocks like this, and he basically will drum water on his back a lot like a Sprite or a Pepsi when you first open it, he is basically letting you know, get the hell out of Dodge. Now he's going under. If he's gonna swim away, he's basically being submissive. If that gator's much smaller than that, or much bigger than that, he's gonna come right on in. He's gonna drum. He's gonna dare you to take another paddle stroke forward. There's another monster gator over there on the bank, and so that very well could be the female coming out and kind of assessing the situation. And she could be back any minute now. In fact, in any minute, she could have roughed up out of the water, grabbed me by the arm, flipped me into the lake, take me into the death roll, and you guys will never see me again.
Yep. Let's keep fishing.
Comment below if you're sitting there waiting for that to happen and because you're a jackass.
Now, that one was already in
the gator hooked up. All right, bud, you go that way. He ate my damn frog. Look. Whoa, he's hauling butt. I got a dang 10-foot gator. And he's over there hooked up. Look at him.
Take you for a ride?
See him over there?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna concede this one. He's deciding to take off. Bro, this braid ain't cheap.
Nope.
Oh, dude. I can hear him growling through the line. You remember when you were a kid and you like talk through the phone? He is growling. I can feel it. I can hear him growling through the line. Oh!
Break off?
Yeah, I was trying to break it. I didn't want to have him swimming around with 60 foot of braid.
How big do you think he was?
He was at least 10.
10?
Yeah. He towed me from all the way over there. I threw up in that pocket and he just blew up on the frog. And there wasn't much I could do. Broke that 60-pound braid like it was nothing.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. After a really cool sweating and grunting tug of war. Well, boys and girls, that'll do it, I think.
So basically what happened, Chad was fishing with a frog up in this pocket up here. And the gator blew up on it. And pretty much hooked itself. So how long were you fighting him? 15 minutes?
10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. I don't think there was any catching up to him. The goal was just to try to get the braid to break as close to the gator as we could.
Yeah, I didn't want him towing around 60 foot of braid, getting tangled up. And they like to roll, and so if he rolled up in all that braid, it could pretty much be lethal. So, broke it off as close as I could. Did everything short of losing a finger.